Hello everybody, and welcome back to Moonlight Castle. We just had a fun conversation with Clyde and Liam, and I were gonna go chase after Dylan. So it is gonna be a time, I guess, to hang out with the Crocker Gator. Dylan, wait! He paused at the beginning of the stairs. He didn't say anything and simply stared, waiting for me to continue. I wanted to thank you. You helped me out, but I don't know how to repay your patience. Seeing you leave like that didn't feel right to me. Then he glared, an expression I couldn't have predicted, not in this scenario. Dubalite! He muttered something, but I couldn't hear the entire sentence. What did you say? I walked closer. I said that you're an idiot. Did you think I was some misunderstood good guy? I helped because it was convenient to me. Don't assume things about people. It'll only get you into trouble. Then he resumed climbing. He deemed our conversation over and my answer irrelevant. I came here to show him kindness because I thought nobody else ever did. Only for him to hurt my feelings. I was upset. The way he invalidated my emotions reminded me of that person. And that realization was enough to have my anger escape its prison. Would it kill you just to take the compliment? He froze. It doesn't matter to me what your reasons were for doing this. You ended up assisting regardless, and for that, I wanted to thank you, asshole. So shut up, and let me do that, okay? If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, jerk. His dumbfounded look left me just as speechless as he was. I couldn't believe I had done that. I held my mouth shut as embarrassment came crashing down on me. Joel! His voice only enhanced that shame. I didn't have the courage to maintain eye contact. He called my name again, but I was already fleeing into the council room. And before I could close the door on him, Dylan was chasing after me. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to be friendly. I screwed up. I'll apologize. Yeah, I'm sure he'll understand. What happened? Your face is whiter than usual. Clyde and Liam was staring at me, one more concerned than the other. I was so taken by the situation, I had forgotten they were still here. Oh, well, you know. Dylan yelled at you, didn't he? I deserve to be yelled at this time. Yeah. I'm sure he will apologize later. It's not your fault. Liam laughed at the dragon's naivete. Him? Apologize? Okay, wow. That's never gonna happen. I'm not following you, but I believe you're making fun of me. A little bit. I'm assuming it's amusing to me that you're willing to trust everyone. Well, I believe that deep down, everyone is a good person. Leave Dylan alone. You're just going to hurt yourself. Dylan belongs to our group, and as such, I wish to be his friend. A group of strangers we just created. You shouldn't get attached. We're not exactly strangers. Calling us acquaintances doesn't make it better. All we have to do is be patient and welcoming. Dylan is not a bad person. He's just difficult to approach. And yet everyone seemed to be afraid of him. Wouldn't you like to know? We shouldn't discuss his personal life without his consent. Your face suggests otherwise. You want to understand him, don't you? That way, you two can get closer together. Stop. We don't want to know. Really? Yes, I'm sure. We should be able to form our own opinions. One that's not, that you're not contaminating. He's the only one entitled to share his secrets.
Joel is right. I trust his judgment.
Alright, I'll respect your choice. But I warned ya. I watched Liam grab his bag and reach for the door. Are you leaving? We're not done, we're done talking, aren't we? I need to take care of a few things before our dumb baking session. This was the same thing Dylan did, and it saddened me how I couldn't bond with them. He ran away.
Are you heading out?
The dragon gently placed his hand on my shoulder, offering me that comfort I was looking for. Soon. I felt conflicted. I thought I could handle it, but being alone together was a daunting task.
Can I have a minute of your time, then? I swear it won't take long.
His words were careful and frail, afraid of scaring me away. I could visualize his hand reaching out. Did I forget something? Clyde stopped, unsure of what my question truly meant. Then his eyes warmed up.
No, you didn't. This has nothing to do with school.
I'm sorry. That's what we do, and I always end up defaulting to it. My mind flashes back to all the times we met last year.
You're right. I have never bothered trying to learn about you and the motivation behind your actions. I'm sorry if I ever came across as hostile to you.
Clyde, you're just doing your job. I couldn't blame you for that.
But my job makes you afraid of me, doesn't it?
My body stiffens in response, as I felt my heart stopping for a moment.
I'm really bad at reading faces, but I can tell that you don't want to talk about this.
I'm terrible at this, aren't I? I fucked all of them up.
But you're trying. I respect that. Changing is difficult and it takes time. Watching you do it is inspiring.
Of course you'd say that. It was as if he was sitting on his podium, watching us struggle and offering us sympathy with a wave of his hand. His kindness felt more performative than it was useful.
Did I say something wrong?
You don't get it, but I don't blame you for that. Life treats us differently, and you just can't see it. Is that fine? I don't know. Many say it's unfair, but you didn't choose this either.
I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say, but if there's nothing I can do for you...
You don't really want to do that. You don't. If you cared, you wouldn't have waited this long. You feel like you have to now, because it's part of the role you embody.
I see. So that's your idea of me. No wonder you always looked so uncomfortable.
And yet I couldn't bring myself to dislike you. Because we're not so different. I hate you because you can do it. You can easily wear that mask. You can become someone else, but I can't. No matter how hard I try, the mask keeps falling off and the truth leaks out. I couldn't help but break.
You shouldn't do that. Nobody should be forced to do that. And that includes me as well. I want you to show me all the things I can't see.
I don't know. I want to say yes. I really do, but...
Let's keep this conversation on hold, then. You don't owe me anything. I will respect whatever decision you make. But if you ever change your mind, well, you know where to find me. I'm going to do my best, and you should do the same.
Prez?
Not again.
Ah, female, okay. A female voice shouted Clyde's name over and over from the corridor, the volume increasing as she walked closer to the office. I think I should go. Clyde smiled at me, but I could see that he showed me fake courtesy. He wasn't going to show me the truth, and that was okay. I wasn't going to do that either. We peacefully coexisted for now.
Careful.
I opened the door, but instead of meeting that girl, a giant pile of papers appeared, Clyde swiping me off to the side before it could bury me alive. What was that? The floor was fully covered in what appeared to be sealed envelopes and an apologetic girl who wasn't aware of my presence until now.
These are documents I need to investigate.
I casually pick one up and notice hearts, some kisses, and a little drawing attached.
Documents, huh?
Clyde snatched it before I could see more.
I know, they're not... I constantly receive fan mail and love letters, which is embarrassing to admit.
That doesn't sound fun. But his reactions sure were. His reactions were, yes. He should be more like that.
It's unfortunately one of my duties, but I can handle it.
Clyde introduced the instructed the girl to brew coffee as I left the room.
Thank you for stopping by.
I found myself staring at the door, unable to make a coherent response. It didn't have to be me. It could have been anyone. But I couldn't help feel bad because, under different circumstances, we could have been friends. Then I thought about the standing promise I made with Blake. All I needed to do was bake this cake, and enjoy the night together. I held my head, disappointed to have these kind of thoughts. First it was Dylan, then Liam, and now Clyde. I was supposed to make bonds, not break them beyond recognition. I turned around and immediately dove headfirst into someone's fluffy chest. Their soft and smooth fur brushed against my face. Shit, I'm sorry. I also felt their sweat and smelled a faint, musky odor coming from under his shirt. My face completely flared up with embarrassment as I backed away. All of those unholy thoughts were enough to make me feel like I had violated them. I tilted my hat downward to cover my face like a falling cartine. Oh, it's Pat Rice. I should get you dinner first, then you can check out the goods. Learning that, of all people, I dove into Patrice's chest didn't improve the situation at all. It's me, by the way. You recognize me, right? The world was out to get me today. He pried the hat off my paws, robbing me of my house, not rubbing. Robbing. Whoa. Vowels are hard, guys. Hello? Don't tell anyone, but I really like sensitive guys like you. I didn't want to resort to my secret double hat technique. Thanks, I guess. I was looking for Dylan. Have you seen him anywhere? The single question flushed all the embarrassment out and sobered me up. He left earlier, but I can't say where. No luck here either, huh? What do you need him for? I shouldn't let, Patrice? Yes. Meet Dylan for the time being. I didn't want anyone to know what I did. He has the spar with, him only to ditch me afterwards. So I wondered if, something happened and came to check on him. I didn't mean to hurt him. Can I take his place instead? Patrice distanced himself from me and scrutinized my physique, clearly suspicious of my response. I could never do that to you. Ryan would kill me. I guess that makes sense. I didn't want to fight him either. Aren't you supposed to be a big nerd? Ryan said you turned down his request to join him. He meant begging, right? Yeah, I constantly holed up in my room studying and gaming. Oh my god, guys, we're a gamer. Not good. You're going to pay the price for that soon. I'm not that old yet. I see. But I can't look at the other way when a cute guy asks for help. So you turned me down otherwise? Of course not. A friend of a friend is also my friend. Being adorable is a plus. Patrice placed his arm around my neck and pulled me closer. I'm going to give you my beginner lessons. Basic exercises to see what you can do. How's that? It made me uncomfortable that he easily touched me like that, but I tried to ignore it and carried on with the conversation.
Yeah, I'd like that.
But I wasn't comfortable with Patrice being this close to me, inside my personal space like that. But why not? He's a tigre. Good. I can't wait for you to show me everything you've got.
I didn't like what he was implying there. This is my first time, though, so you should take it easy if that's okay. Not just the training, everything needed to slow down.
You're in good hands, but I do have an important question for you.
I could feel his breath brush against my fur as he whispers into my ear.
Just to be honest with me. What's your ideal boyfriend like?
I blush, caught off guard by his unexpected question.
Not just his personality, though. I want to know your preferred body type as well.
I don't know.
Ryan is really big and overweight. Is that your type? And do you want someone bigger than you?
I refuse to answer these questions. These are not related to my training.
Did I say they were?
No, but it came across that way. You don't even know if I'm into men. Patrice pulled away from me, an apologetic look in his face.
You're straight?
He was upset for the wrong reasons.
You can't be, because yesterday at Saffron's stash,
I quickly hushed him. This man clearly lacked self-control. Yes, you're right, but this is too fast and wrong. I need you to stop.
Did I bother you?
I could see him taking his time replaying our conversation and solving the puzzle he had created.
Sorry about that. I can be a little impulsive with people I find attractive.
I was trying to stay upset to make sure he wouldn't do that again, but I blushed again. I was weak to genuine compliments and sincerity.
No, wait! I promise I'll stop. You don't need to hide again.
I slowly peeked out of my shell, and as I did, my nose sprang out. You will? The response came out soft-spoken. Even my voice was at its wit's end.
Yes, I was just trying to get to know you better. It always works when I'm at the gym. Is it because you're an introvert? You would find it weird, I guess.
Do you always do this to everyone?
Only to the ones I like, but yeah, I do. It works best when I'm taller than them.
I was better off letting this conversation die and forget about the implications. He pushed the door outward and walked us through the courtyard.
There we are.
He took a big, drawn-out breath, tasting the cold freshness of the air.
I love how good it feels to run around in the grass, especially when they take care of it. Are you ready to get sweaty and sore?
I backed off into the hallway and glared at him. Getting sore wasn't part of the deal.
I can't protect you from sweating, but I'll make sure not to strain your body as much.
I brought this upon myself. I needed to commit and get something done, even if I didn't want to.
Just copy what I do.
I watched him do some stretches as I repeated the same movements. Kinda.
Don't worry yourself if you don't match it. I do this every day, remember?
He was flexible for his build. Might be the feline bonus he was born with.
Let's have a lap or two through the courtyard. Your body's not ready for some action.
My body was ready for a different kind of action. Oh, ow, okay. I'm tired.
Come on, we barely did anything.
I reluctantly raced him only for the tiger to lap me 2 times before I could get it done. That's awful. I didn't realize I was in such bad shape.
No, you're not. You could use some more endurance, but your speed is on point.
What are you talking about? You were much faster.
Oh, you shouldn't compare yourself to me. I used to be an athlete years ago. I didn't mean to discourage you. I enjoyed teaching you and got carried away. He shifted the focus away from me and began a second round of stretching. This time, his body twisted a lot more, as if he reached for the sky.
You did go easy on me. Oh, thank you.
I'm sure Ryan tried multiple times before, but you should definitely join us.
Yeah, he tried, yes. Too many times to mention.
Training alone can be boring and repetitive. It can feel like a chore. That's why you want to do it as a group. Growing together will keep you focused on the prize.
Isn't it late for me to start? Ryan is like years ahead of me.
Not at all. People like Ryan have a harder time improving because of their reaching their ceiling. Breaking through those is much tougher than you think. But you don't have much time. Such a thing. You can and will grow at a much faster rate.
I feel bad for thinking that. It's nice.
Patrice laughed and sat down under the tree. Oh, we haven't seen his thingy. Look at this Tigor. That's your competitive side speaking, isn't it?
I crawled under the shade and joined him. It was a comfortable shield from the sun. I suppose I do like winning.
Nothing wrong with that.
It was a peaceful moment only for us to share. A well-deserved rest after working hard. This is nice. When the breeze hits me, it feels so good.
I like to lie on the grass and watch the sky.
Reminds me of a certain wolf. But the sky wasn't as visible today. Tons of clouds blocking the view.
I like to watch the clouds move. It's relaxing.
I thought you'd look for hidden shapes in them. You just watch them move?
Do it right now.
I did watch the clouds slowly make their way toward the sun, obscuring it for a little bit before setting it free again.
What do you think while you watched?
I wasn't thinking about anything in particular.
I see that time never stops.
I see that time never stops. Okay.
Even if I do.
I considered that sad, but he wasn't. Something about it was making him happy instead.
Time brings change. I love change. I'm waiting for that opportunity.
There was a certain longing in the way that he posed himself that reminded me of his first impression. You look so different now.
Different? In what way?
He didn't get it at first, then his expression changed as the realization dawned on him. You know what I mean, right? You look so confident and strong, the opposite of how I met you yesterday.
Spooky things quickly put me on edge. Sorry for making you see that.
What part of it exactly? He held it in, the embarrassment of revealing a shameful part of himself, of yourself, yeah.
Everything.
His cheeks flushed red, then a relieved smile followed suit.
I lose my shit no matter what it is, as long as they're related.
I wanted to know more, learn what caused this issue in the first place, but that question sounded personal.
Would you like to know?
I thought you wanted to talk about it.
And miss my chance to spend more time with you? It's worth the risk.
We didn't have to talk about this. Just be nice to yourself.
It's an old story from my childhood. Don't worry.
Alright everyone, I'm going to end the part here. So I do hope that you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.